How are you doing, YouTube? It's your friendly gamer SmartEntity here. So today I'm going to just go over my Specialized Trinity build. I've shown this off initially with my T4 survival run that I uploaded a few days ago, and I didn't really explain it a lot. A lot of people have been asking me to justify this, and so here's the justification for it. Alrighty, honestly guys, I cannot emphasize enough how strong this build is. Now, basically I'm just going in a T3 exterminate here, so nothing too special. Hopefully I'll find a cluster of enemies just to show up how strong this build is. So as you can see, the way this build works is you take damage, rage converts that damage to energy, and then obviously quick thinking will save you with the excess energy, and then you use whatever's left over, which is a lot. You can cast Blessing, which will get all your health back, and then of course the cycle continues over and over again. So in this sense, you know, this build pretty much guarantees God mode. Now obviously you do need to watch out, you know, you do need to cast Blessing here and there, and of course this is not foolproof because there have been times where I have died even with full energy. So at this stage I don't know if there's a bug with quick thinking or if it's a mechanic that I don't know about, but you know, other than that, this I would say is much better than any other kind of God mode build surrounding Blessing alarm that could, you know, possibly provide. And the best part of it is that's actually just half the story, because with of course Energy Vampire, which of course gives you energy when you know, kill an enemy, that energy will obviously help you out with quick thinking, and of course it'll help you with casting Blessing when you need it. Now I've actually, you know, tried this in quite a few different games. In almost all occasions it is foolproof. Again, you know, there are times where there are bugs which I don't really know why it is, but you do die with your energy. But other than that, you know, I definitely consider this much better than any other possible build. Now the key here of course is that anti-duration from fleeting expertise. That is actually quite essential, and if you do have a base Blessing, that'll actually probably give you better results than a full Blessing. Alrighty, so we'll jump back into the build and have a quick look again. Alrighty, I just want to have a quick review at the initial build I provided you guys when the Blessing ability first got nerfed. So here is what I've always called the anti-duration build. Now, the theory behind this build was, well, Blessing got nerfed, so, you know, you don't get that God mode, so the best way to go about that is heal as frequently as possible, right? Just keep on healing. So the anti-duration build. Now, of course, the flaw or the weakness of this build is you have to be able to live through that duration that Blessing cannot activate again, right? And we all know that, you know, in a 60-minute plus T3, T4 survival, you literally can die with 1 or 2 bullets, you know, within 1 or 2 seconds. So that's the main flaw with this build. And then of course a lot of viewers were criticizing and saying that, and then I provided you guys with this new build. So this is the duration build. Now the way that this build is supposed to go is basically, you know, you take enemy fire and then you basically let quick thinking save you. So you will activate Blessing at 2 HP, and then it's focused on duration, so you get that sort of 99 or whatever it is sort of damage reduction over that period of time. And of course the flaw with this build is, well, you got 2 flaws. The first flaw is you have to make sure you activate Blessing before you run out of energy such that quick thinking can save you. So stagger lock is an issue. And the second issue with this is basically because you're doing a duration build, so you can't cast Blessing, you know, anytime soon. So you have to make sure the damage reduction can basically sustain you as well as your teammates throughout that whole 20-something second duration. Now it's actually not too bad, but again, at extremely high level survival defense, you know, it's questionable if you can survive through that. And then of course we come back to this new build that I have for you guys. So this build is kind of the best of both worlds. So it has the best of the anti-duration build in that you can cast Blessing as often as you like, and it has the, I guess, benefit of the duration build in that you do have quick thinking and rage, you know, to help buffer you out throughout those sort of, I guess, tough bullets, right? Because like I explained before, you know, Vitality, Rage, Quick Thinking seem to provide better protection against enemy fire at high level versus vitality redirection and or steel fiber, just because the quick thinking damage calculation seems to be, well, the energy to health conversion seems to be done after damage calculation, so it'll allow you to survive, I guess, big hits if you like. So the final justification for the build, so again, you do want max fleeting expertise for the anti-duration. Yes, we own unranked blessing is better, but I don't have it. But even with this build, it's still only 4 seconds, and I never found that to be an issue. Energy Vampire is really good. I mean, in the higher level, you know, you want to cast Energy Vampire because everything I said is great for your own survival, but you do have a squad to look after as well. And if everyone's using Rage and Quick Thinking, I would say after about 40-minute T4 survival, you should constantly spam Energy Vampire. 2 reasons. 1, you want to make sure everyone's high in energy. Necros will desecrate. You want to make sure, if anyone is low in health, the Energy Vampire will give them the energy boost. And 2, especially after the 60-minute mark, Energy Vampire actually do a shit ton of damage. It does a lot of damage. And of course, Intensify makes Energy Vampire damage better. And of course, you want a link in there that'll help you to survive. So you need to survive, so help you to help others. So that's your Energy Vampire link. Your Quick Thinking, Vitality, Rage, Intensify, and Blessing, of course, and your Energy Efficiency. Now the last mod, it is one of those up to preference. You got 2 basic options. One is Rush, and the other is Flow. Now you don't need Natural Talent anymore. So basically I like to use Rush because I always found myself to have more than enough energy, especially with Energy Vampire. And with the amount of Eximus at your sort of high level defense survival, Flow just doesn't benefit people that much anymore. But having said that, if you are someone who don't really like to use Rush, and you do want that extra buffer with Flow, it's perfectly fine to chuck Flow in there. Alright guys, please like, comment and subscribe. As usual, any questions, leave in the comments below. Any suggestions, leave in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.